So we'll go on to East Conference, Division 4, your division, Ian. So this one here is the tightest division in the whole of the Orkney Bowl. You'll find out in a second. So we've got the Workshop of Rookies, 250 points against the Portsmouth Pirates, 220 points. The Port Preston Mooney Tunes on the win again, 192.32 against Poor Arthur, 163.20. You've got the Laxdale Legends, 137 against the previously 2-7 Box Golders, 191. So well done, Gary. Edinburgh Thunderbirds, 139 against the Nairn Knights, 176. You've got the Lee Vikings, 199 against 0.29 against 199.95. The Bedford Brewskis, so that's 0.7 points in it. Then you've got the Preston Hawks, 192 against the Chicago Scorpions, 180 points. So the leader of the division has 6. Second has 6. 3 has 6. 4 has 6. 5 has 5. 6 has 5. 7 has 5. 8 has 5. 9 has 5. 10 has 4. 11 has 4. And 12 has 3. So the three games between top and bottom.
I mean, Gary's blown the division wide open with that one, hasn't he? Really, you know, that's really put the cat amongst the pigeons, and you know, nobody's dead here. This is his
mental
title in the nuns, you know. So it's everything to play for, you know. The 64s, Workshop Workhorses, Chicago Scorpions, and Plymouth Argyle Browns, Laxdale Legends. They're looking over their shoulders. First place is looking over their shoulders. The team that's sitting in 10th right now could get automatic promotion.
Yeah, and so, the Workshop Workhorses are the only one in the top 4 at once. The other 3 all lost this week. So.
I mean, that's very evident from how the division looks, you know. So yeah, this is absolutely wide open. Everyone's got everything to play for, and every game is now very crucial. You know, at this stage, if you go 3-1 from here on in, you're making the playoffs. I include Gary in that situation. If you go if Gary goes 3-1, I think he'll make it. I think 6 and 8 will be enough here.
I know that Gary result and Pez as well, because obviously Pez beat the Chicago Scorpions.
Yeah, and it was a big one for Ian and his Preston Mooney Tunes as well. You know, that was a huge win there as well to get himself up and just keep yourself in it. You know, 192 points though, not to be sneezed at either. But yeah, that's a harsh one for Lee Vikings to take. You know, at 5. What does the bench look like? More to the point, I mean, McNichols has been played, so what sits on the bench? What sits on the bench? You ask. Yeah, no running backs there to play for. I mean, K Dawton, I can understand. I could very much understand you playing K Dawton, but I can very much also understand you having him on the bench. He's not all that. You know, he has big weeks. He has bad weeks. The fact that they've got no one to throw to, I would have been inclined to play K Dawton over John O'Smith this week. But you know,
you only got 3 points for what? Because you missed a field goal. So there you go.
Yeah, missed field goal. And it wasn't a long one either, if I recall. It wasn't.
No, I don't think it was. No,
it wasn't. And because I sat up and watched that Bill Fest, so I did. But yeah, no, it wasn't a long one. So yeah, that's disappointing. And it's made a big difference for Lee Vikings because at 6-4, you know, obviously you do have that wee bit of a cushion, especially in a division like this. Absolutely, every win counts, you know. And to lose by less than a point is pretty hard to take.
I think, like you say, good win by Ian, 992 points, nearly at the 200, but enough to win, and that's 3 wins in a row for him to get up to 4 and 6.
After I mean, he ran into Batch in a good week, obviously, with Batch only getting 167, but it's a great win for him again. You know, it's a key, you know, you only have to beat the person that's across from you, and despite just a point from the kicker and the defence not knocking out the park. He's done it without a lot of players there, you know. Batch has lost, you know, missing Worthy, missing Chase, missing Pickens, missing Purdy, missing Irvin. So right time to be playing him, you know, and obviously the score indicated that with with only 160 points. But yeah, it keeps Ian right in the chase. He's right in it. He's got options there on the bench. So this whole division's wide open, Johnny. It's no one's out of it, like we say. So, and obviously that's what you want in Division 4 as well, because there's no relegation. Everyone's still involved with 4 weeks to go. That's massive in the league with no relegation.
Definitely. So poor Arthur is up against the workshop. Also got the workshop workhorses, and yeah, not a great. He's got a 23 point, but not a great start protection wise. Oh, Groovy, 50 points last night up against the Portsmouth Pirates. Then you've got the Nairn Knights up against the Mooney Tunes, 17 points last night, so not bad. The Laxio Legends up against the Bedford Brewskis, so that could really put a thing in the mix with 5 and 5 against 6 and 4. Edinburgh Thunderbirds are up against Pez, 4 and 6. Then you've got the Lee Vikings up against Chicago Scorpions, looking to bounce back from last week's shock. A 24-point start over the Lee Vikings, who were unlucky last week. But look, their bench looking pretty good, so I would quite fancy that should be another close game. So, what's your top game here?
I mean, I would say that for Pez, for Ian, and for Gary, if they lose now, no, don't be silly, Claire. I'll see you later. If with the 3 of them, I think if they lose now, it's kind of curtains. It's you need to be winning this week. It's a big week for them. For all the rest of them, I mean, every win, as I say, is a big win. But if they lose, they're not completely out of it yet. They've still got a good chance, over the last 3 weeks. So I would say those 3 teams are the ones that really must win in order to kind of stay in it type thing. So it'll be interesting to see how those 3 got on. And the 6 and 4s, even if they win, it's not guaranteeing anything. Not in week 11 with a league this tight.
No, it's going to get a bit of a squeaky bum time. You want the wins now. The other leagues you can get away with 6 4s, but here you need to win and put the nail on the coffin.
When it's like this, you got to win every game. It's like if you're 9 and 1, you don't care this week if you win or lose. You're looking towards playoffs at that point. If you're 8 and 2 at the moment, you're not that. You can have a loss and it doesn't matter. In a division like this, where the top 6 and 4, it's even the 6 and 4s, they'll be looking for those wins, get 2 more wins as soon as humanly possible and go over the line.
Yeah, starting on 5 is not the best.
It's a hell of a comeback. It's a hell of a comeback from 1-5, Ian. It has to be said, Jen. To get back to 4 and 6 is massive, and it shows that you're going in the your team's in form and going in the right direction as well. So hitting form at the right time is always is never a bad thing in this game.
I know. So that's Division 4.